What is up, everyone? My name is Maximilian, and welcome to the very first episode of Breaking Down Black Ops 2. A lot of you might be asking, what the hell are we going to be doing in this series of videos, and more notably, we're going to be taking a look at the multiplayer aspects of Black Ops 2, since they have now been revealed, and we're going to be going into a lot of the details and thoughts and progression as far as how much this is actually going to change the multiplayer of this new Call of Duty. Now in the background, you're going to be seeing some footage, not from Black Ops 2, but from Call of Duty Black Ops 1, not Modern Warfare 3. The reason being is that when you guys are getting ready for Black Ops 2, there's one very critical thing you need to understand. Black Ops 2 is not built around the same design engine that Modern Warfare 3 is. It's actually the exact same one from the original Black Ops, which is a modified version from World at War. The Treyarch series of games uses their own engine as far as graphics and gameplay, and that's very interesting to know. As far as the feel of how Call of Duties are, it's very apparent that Call of Duties that come from Treyarch feel a lot different than those from Infinity Ward. So, train up on Black Ops. Trust me, you'll be very glad you did when Black Ops 2 comes out. The other thing to note before we start getting into this information of kill streaks and these point streaks and all this stuff that's happening is that David Vonderhaar, which is the, I think, community manager over at Treyarch, has recently said that all of this stuff that's been revealed from Gamescom for Black Ops 2 is all alpha. That everything we're seeing is in alpha stage. It's probably from a build from a few months ago, and they're fine-tuning all of this stuff at the moment, so we're going to hear about some things from this current build that were actually different from the multiplayer trailer and could possibly be different when the game is finally released. So let's get into it and start talking about ScoreStreaks. And I can already hear a lot of you guys, ScoreStreaks, what the hell is that? We've gone from kill streaks to point streaks and now ScoreStreaks. What are we even supposed to call these things? Well, you can call them kill streaks because they still technically are. But the way they're going to be handled in Black Ops 2 is a lot different. Score streaks depend specifically on the score you get for doing certain activities, killing guys, stuff like that, and it goes towards an experience bar that builds towards your next kill streak, and I'll just use that so it doesn't sound like confusing. What's cool about this, and what is kind of crazy, is that, you know, in previous Call of Duties when you shoot a guy, or you do something, you capture equipment, you blow up a claymore, anything like that, you get points, and these points accumulate towards, essentially, your experience. It was just experience bar points. In Black Ops 2, that isn't the case. It's kind of hard to tell if that directly translates to experience as well, but what it does definitely translate to is the bar that happens with your kill streaks in the game. You'll notice that whenever you shoot a claymore, take down a piece of equipment, capture a flag, kill somebody while you have a flag, increases the bar substantially, so not just kills anymore really goes towards your kill streaks. And this is a lot different from the trailer, because the trailer was showing something different when a guy took down a UAV or a different piece of air support from an enemy. He didn't get anything towards his kill streak. So this is pretty big, because even doing small remedial tasks like blowing up claymores, which doesn't involve anything, you know, you get like 25 points for it. It's not that much, but it goes towards your point streak, your score streak at this point. The other crazy thing is that there's a lot of assistance aspects to score streaks now. For example, I've been hearing a lot of you put up a UAV and any enemies that are killed while your UAV is active and using the minimap to fill it with red dots, that those assistance points actually goes towards your score streak, and you actually get points for that, which is just absolutely crazy in my opinion. That seems really awesome that they're really trying to encourage people to provide support for their team, especially on the fact that I think you get the most points for going for objectives and stuff like that. Now, when we're talking about all these scores and points and all this stuff, it's important to know like what exactly this is going towards. When you see like 25, 50, 75, 100, like all these points popping up all over the place, it'll be different depending on the game mode, and it'll be different depending on what type of actions you're doing. So let's take a look at the actual score streaks in the game so you can get a better idea. And this is similar to previous Call of Duties. You select 3 and you get those 3 to build up, and I believe it resets. First one is the RCC, which is a remote control car packed with explosives, and it costs 325 points. I'm a little disappointed by this because from anyone that played Black Ops, this is the RCXD. It is a little car that you pilot and it goes all over the map and explodes. Hopefully it has been nerfed a little bit. From Black Ops, I actually found that to be one of the most annoying kill streaks possible because it was absolutely everywhere. It was like designed to stop your kill streak and to prevent you from going any further. And I really disliked it, and I'm kind of bummed out that it is back in this game in this fashion, especially for being the cheapest one possible. So it's like you get your own little mini, like, nerfed version of a Predator missile. Probably going to be seeing a lot of these things, so be very careful, and hopefully they make it a bit easier to kill. UAV is 375 points, a Hunter Killer is 400 points, and this is like a drone that you pull out from your side pocket like a paper airplane, and you literally chuck it into the sky, and it flies into the sky, hovers around, and will actually, I think, dive bomb into a nearest opponent and get you at least one kill. Actually pretty damn cool. Care package is, as you would remember, 450 points. Counter UAV, as you remember, 475. The Guardian is 500 points, and this is a microwave field that stuns and impairs enemies. This is what you saw in the trailer, when the guy had the corridor right down the center of the map, and he put this huge oven that cooked the dudes in front of him, stunning them, allowing them not to shoot. That's what that is. It'll cost you 500 points. The Hellstorm missile costs us 525, and this is an air-to-surface missile that can be scouted into a cluster bomb. What's cool about this one, if you guys haven't seen it yet, it's a Predator missile at the start. You're going down into the map from the view of the missile, and then all of a sudden you hit a button, and it just scatters into several other small missiles that blow up a huge area around it. So this might be kind of similar to how a Predator works on the blast radius of a Predator, if not a little bit better, but it looks really damn cool, and it covers a pretty good amount of space. Moving on, the Lightning Strike is at 550 points, and this is a launch-coordinated lightning strike of 3 locations. And I'm fairly sure this is similar to like a carpet bombing or the napalm run that was in the original Black Ops. What's awesome is that at 600 points, you get to unlock the Death Machine. Now, this was the huge minigun that you could only get at random from Black Ops, and was one of my, literally my most favorite things in the original Black Ops. I hated running care package. I hated having to run that kill streak to hopefully get one, because when you got one, it's some of the most fun in the world, and now you can actually get one. It's totally awesome. I'm going to make videos about just using the Death Machine. It's going to be great. Get a sentry gun at 650. You get the War Machine at 700, which is a grenade launcher with a semi-automatic firing, similar to the Death Machine, but a little bit more potent because it's a grenade launcher. You get the Dragonfire at 725, which is that little quad rotor plane that flies around and shoots guys, kind of similar to any of the videos you guys saw previously for the multiplayer reveal. That's 725 points, but the thing that sucks about it is that it dies really fast, and you have to be very mobile with it. Might not be worth it in the long run. The AGR is similar to the other manned robot kill streak that was in Modern Warfare 3. It'll cost 800 points, and what's awesome about it is, the thing I hated is that you had to pilot it, and it was kind of bad. Like in Modern Warfare 3, the robot in Modern Warfare 3 was awful, and it was not good because the machine gun was terrible and it took forever to reload the missiles. This one, however, you can actually have the computer AI control it while you do something else. Pretty awesome. Moving on, the Stealth Chopper is 850 points, and this is just, we haven't actually seen any helicopters yet, mind you. This is the first one that's showing up. This is the helicopter that flies around and is not appearing on the enemy minimap. It can still be taken down just like any other chopper, but it's kind of cool that the first chopper we see is something that has a little bit more than the basic helicopter. They actually took out the basic helicopter. The Orbital VSAT is 900 points, and this shows both the enemy position and direction on the minimap, and cannot be shot down. And holla freaking Luya, the Blackbird is back. That is essentially what that is. It is the Blackbird, and it is totally awesome that they're finally bringing back one of my most beloved point streaks from the previous Call of Duties. It's a score streak now, but nonetheless, I'm very excited about that. Escort drone is going to cost you 1,000 points, and that's a personal air support from an escort drone. Not exactly sure what that means. It might be kind of like an emergency airdrop, but we'll see. The Warthog is 1,025 points, and this is a jet aircraft that provides close air support with several strafe runs. You can probably think of this as being like a Pavlo, and it would follow you around instead. So kind of similar to the AH-6 Overwatch in Modern Warfare 3. EMP will cost you 1,050 points. We all know what that is. The Lodestar is 1,150 points. So this is a large missile that targets remotely from a Lodestar. I'm pretty sure the Lodestar is just a vehicle in the sky, but it just shoots huge missiles. I'm fairly sure this is the Reaper. Anyone that played Modern Warfare 3, you had to get Reapers to get the higher kill streaks, and I'm pretty sure you guys will be familiar with that one. But the VTOL warship is at 1,200 points. That's the gunner of a powerful VTOL. I'm fairly sure that you're going to see this as the AC-130 of Black Ops finally. A huge powerful warship from the sky that shoots down several different varieties of ammunition that can blow up huge areas or take down smaller targets. So I'm pretty excited about this finally making it into a Black Ops game. The K9 unit, of course, dogs, are 1,275 points, and this is dogs. It's just as you remember them, but it's one of the highest point streaks in the game, next to the Swarm, which is 1,400 points and is the most buff kill streak in the game so far. And this is when you call in a swarm of lethal hunter-killer drones, similar to the one that we saw before, but the entire sky is full of them. They will literally kill everything on the map. It's pretty awesome, and it almost is like you can't do much about it, I think. I think that's the point of the Swarm, is that with previous kill streaks in Call of Duty, kind of had to deal with them by shooting it down from like air support and all this other stuff. But with the Swarm, there's going to be so many of them in the sky, I don't even know if you can do anything about it. I think that might be the point, is that it's such a high score streak that if you get it, your enemy can't do anything about it. You just have to hide. And that seems pretty awesome. So if you're willing to go for something that ridiculously high, it might be worth it. So we'll see. The only thing that has not been included in here that I really hope does get included finally in a Treyarch game, even though I highly doubt it will happen, is a nuke type weapon or a secret kill streak, something around 25 kills. I really like the fact that that is in games, even though it does endorse boosting a little bit to an extent, which is something I don't think you'll be able to avoid in Call of Duty. Whether or not nukes or something like the nuke is in a Call of Duty is pretty much based off how people treat it. And I like the fact what they did with the Moab in Modern Warfare 3. I thought that was a really good idea, and it made people feel really good when you got 25 points, and that's one thing that's been missing, in my opinion, from previous Call of Duties of the Treyarch variety. But let me know what you guys think so far of breaking down Black Ops 2. It's been a kind of a long episode because we had a lot to cover, because ScoreStreaks are huge and changing everything, and it seems to be really exciting. Leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and as always, my name is Maximilian, signing out.